Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, let's check it out what we got for you right now. BMW. We have the famous German brand that almost went bankrupt back in the 50s, but it's still around and better than ever. Now, what we got in front of us right now, it's a 143 scale BMW X3. Now, the X3 model is the midsize BMW SUV that started its life in 2003. Now, the one that we're looking at right now is the first generation, the one that ran between 2003 all the way down to 2010. And by the way, the BMW X3 is still around. This is just the first generation. And they are good looking. Um, I remember when they started with the X5, I said, oh, that's a new look for BMW that we were not really familiar with. I think that's when they really started worrying about let's get into the SUV market, which it was booming back when the X5 came out. And the X3 was the little brother, which the X3 also has a little brother, which is the X1. And so I don't forget, and I want to forget about it, that X5 has a big brother, which is the big boy, the X7. But we're talking about the X3 right now, which is the one in front of us right now. I love this color, by the way. I love how the color and then the black molding around in the bumper, around the vehicle. It looks exactly how they looked in real life. And that's one thing I truly, truly appreciate. Now let's talk about engines because I don't want to forget that. Engine wise, they started with the smaller one, was a 2.0, which that was a 4 cylinder. And then they had a 2.5 and a 3.0, which both of them were 6 cylinders. And then you also had the option of diesel. The ones before were petrol or gas, however you want to call it. And the diesel engines were a 2.0 4 cylinder and a 3.0 6 cylinder. And now transmissions, you got the best of both worlds. You had a 6-speed automatic and you also had a 6-speed manual. So whichever you rather go for, there it goes. You got the option there to choose which one you want to you find that you want to go for. I remember when they came out with the X3, at the beginning I was like, it's just another X5, a little shorter base. But then when you start looking at the little details here and there, like the front end and the rear end, you do see the difference. Obviously, they're still brothers, so they still got the same style, the same grill, the same, more or less the same shape, but they're really good looking. Now, being reliable is another story. We all know these German brands, once they start getting older, you want to think twice about owning one of them because they could be a real pain in the pocket to make it sound good and professional. But they are a bit of a expensive note. Remember, they're luxury cars, they're European, so they got, they're not, they are a little more technological and technical, and then they want to make sure the parts are worth it and good because they're luxury cars, so they're expensive. But you want an expensive car, you want a luxury car, you gotta pay the price. Otherwise, go with a mainstream brand that it may be a cheaper way to fix it, but you're not in the fashion territory as some of the luxury brands are. Alright, guys, so let it go around a few times and I'll be right back. Alright, guys. I was looking at the license plate. I cannot fully make sure. I think it's a German license plate. Yeah, it must be. I think I'm almost certain. But maybe if you recognize it, I'm wrong. Please let me know in the comments below. But usually they make the license plate from where the brand originated from, so usually they match by that. These diecast. Another thing I was looking at the BMW X3, it did have some type of action in the rally world. It had it was called the X3 Cross Country, but I'm not sure how much of an action it did. If you know more about that information, please let me know below in the comments below. Now, don't forget to click and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever drove one of these? Do you still see them on the roads? Were they reliable to you? You know, a lot of people have different opinions about these luxury European brands. Let me know, were they reliable to you? Or do you think they're reliable altogether? And do you still appreciate seeing one on the road? I personally do. I think it was a beautiful car that came in the early 2000s, and it opened a lot of doors for the BMW SUV world with the X5, obviously. Alright, guys, don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate, and I thank you all the time because it shows me that you're interested in seeing the videos that I'm posting. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button. That will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Okie dokie smoky. Alright, guys, so take care of yourself more than ever, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.